big, exciting plans today. You see all this stuff, concrete, little stir stick thing, little trowel thing, and then we got some sandpaper. Then we have some oil, but that's not for this video. I say big, exciting things planned for today, somewhat with a grain of salt, because there's like a 57% chance that I actually ruin everything. That being said, it cannot hurt to try. This box, I was actually waiting for this box for a couple weeks, and then it arrived at the LA house like during all the moves, so I brought it up here, and I haven't got to open it yet. It's from the homie mini trowel, and I'll talk more about kind of everything in a second. I just want to get this thing opened up. This is actually my first time that I've gone into the, oh, it's dark in here. There we go. This is my first time that I get to come into the garage for fingerboard related stuff. Because as of now, this is my little fingerboard workshop station. Unboxing time. I know exactly, what's the best way to open this? I know exactly what's in the box because I had them design the obstacles that I wanted, but I haven't seen them in person yet. It's not fully a surprise because I know what it is, but it is my first time seeing it. And oh, see them in there? Damn, we got mold, baby. All of this is just bricks of silicone. Well, it's not just bricks of silicone, but they're my concrete fingerboard mold, concrete obstacle concrete fingerboard obstacle mold. That's what it is. So we have 5 oh, sick, he gave me the 3D prints of them too. No way. Okay, so I'll show you everything we're working with here. Wow, this is gonna be actually insane, bro. Okay, wow, dude, this is really cool. Sick. All right, shout out Mini Trowel, thank you. This is, I'm so excited for this. All of these bad boys right here. So the plastic that you see is the 3D print that he made the mold out of, and then this one we had to do a different kind of mold for it. I'm really stoked that he included the 3D print so I can show you guys what the actual obstacles are. Because I mean, let's be honest, I don't really work with concrete. I'm gonna mess up my first couple ones. All right, so damn, dude. So all I've seen was what he's been sending me videos during this whole process, and then mock-ups that I approved, like 3D renderings, but I've never actually seen the obstacle in person. Here's one of them. This is a curve ledge that I don't want to say I designed them. I gave him criteria to meet, then he designed them. So this, I wanted a curved ledge with 3 square legs, and he made it, you know what I mean? But that came out so sick. Damn, I knew it was coming. I knew it'd be sick, but I'm tripping out. This one, you can probably get the gist of it, but let's open her up here. Wow, sick, okay. This one, I mean, it's kind of like the curve ledge, but it's just an angled, like it's a, I don't have to explain it, you can use your eyeballs. I wanted round legs on this one just to switch it up a little bit. So that one sits like that. And here's the mold for it. And then I don't remember what this one is. This has been like 2 or 3 months in the process of going back and forth and figuring everything out. So I sort of forgot what I approved. Oh, this is, okay, this one's simple. This is just a simple, it's kind of confusing because the different colors of filament he used. Just a simple, simple straight ledge, 3 round legs, simple as that. There's the mold for that one. Looks like a giant Lego or something. Wow, dude. Okay, and then what is this one? Oh, I think I know what this one is. Yeah, okay, this one was the like wall ride bench sort of obstacle. So you can skate it like a normal ledge or wall ride up it, you know? Wow. Okay. And then the last one is my favorite obstacle. It's gonna be a little bit harder to pour because it had to be a 2-piece mold. You can kind of see it from the side here, but it's just gonna be a like roller coaster ledge / manual pad, if that makes sense. So, I mean, you can probably figure out how that works, but you put them together and then there's a fill hole right there and there's an exhaust hole, whatever you want to call it. Pour the concrete in there, let it sit, and then you break apart the mold and you have your obstacle. This one I'm probably gonna mess up a couple times because I don't know what I'm doing. Wow, dude. Okay, I gotta show you these ledges. Here they all are. These are the 3D prints. So this is, hopefully what the concrete will look like after it's been poured in the molds, but these are what the molds were molded with. Dude, the dimensions of these look so... Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot that my logo is in all of them. Damn, so we got the GGFB there, we got the GGFB there, we got... There it is, GGFB there, and GGFB there. Dude, you killed it on this. Thank you so much. I guess a lot of this was done off of YouTube. I think I've talked about it a lot now, but I've been making fingerboard obstacles as like a side thing that started with my shoulder injury from snowboarding. I couldn't skate and I was fingerboarding a ton. I mean, I've been fingerboarding since, 2013, 2014, just not on social media that much. And like, again, I've talked about this, but I got a whole welder and I've been learning, TIG welding and making these little fingerboard rails. Like this one's actually one of my favorites. So yeah, I mean, I make these all myself. They're all solid steel, TIG welded. I think they're good quality. But yeah, that's one of the S rails that I make. This is one of the A-frame rails that I make, but they're fun. I was posting about them just as sort of this side hobby while I was injured, and people wanted to buy them, so I started a website and started selling them, and they sell really well, and now I guess I make fingerboard obstacles. We graduated and we got a CNC machine. I started doing wood obstacles, and now I got the concrete mold so I can do concrete obstacles. Whoo! This is sick. Okay, should we try pouring some? All right, there's gonna be a lot of different factors here. The first factor is I wish this door open because I want to do everything right there, but it doesn't, so we're not. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? I mean, like, bro, I've never worked with this cement before. I need, like, what's the easiest obstacle? This one, probably? I kind of just want to see how one pour goes and go from there because I don't want to waste all the cement. And then, I mean, does this even work? This looks like it hasn't been turned on since 1400 BC. Is there water? Oh. There's water. Okay, that's a good sign. And then I was gonna get a 5-gallon bucket. I ended up getting this thing instead because it had a little pour nozzle. I think it's for washing cars. I got a funnel for the 2-piece mold over here. Most of them can just be poured, you know, straight on, but this one you're gonna have to funnel in just because of the way the mold is, but that's too advanced for me right now. Another key piece of information here is that I don't know how much to use because I got our super mega stir stick that honestly is probably gonna be a little bit overkill for that tiny little bucket, but whatever. We want that super speed. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, I got a lot of extra cement. Well, I mean, I'm hoping it's not extra. I hope I actually use all of it, but I ordered a lot in case I make mistakes, because I will. And then, and I was gonna make a joke there. I need a sort of vibrator. Like this, I think should work fine, actually. This will work perfect. Should I just use this little workstation? That might work. I'm assuming these have power. I didn't bring a mask. I hate doing things for the first time online because obviously, like, you get better at things the more that you do them and you learn the right and wrong way to do things. But lately I've been doing a lot of, like, my first time doing something on video. So it's like it gets very heavily criticized, but I also learned some cool tips and tricks from you guys. May cause burns, so I don't have gloves and I don't have a mask. Perfect. I just had an idea. This is either gonna be a really dumb idea or I'm actually a genius. I'm gonna fill this up with the cement powder, so that should be as much cement as I need, right? We're gonna do this part over here because I already know I'm gonna make a mess. Cause I mean, if this is all gonna be cement, if I fill this up with cement, then that's gotta be the right amount of cement, right? It makes sense. Yeah, look at that. This is gonna go great. For now, I'm doing one obstacle at a time. Eventually, I'm gonna do more, but let me put all that in there. And we don't breathe for a second. Rinse this out. I wonder if I'm supposed to use some sort of like mold release or if it should be fine. I guess that's another sort of like we'll find out question, huh? Supposedly this is our right amount of cement, but I am gonna add a little extra just to be safe. Cause I don't know, something like that. Sure, I'm making things up. And then twist her shut. I can already see the comments telling me to get a mask and gloves. I will, and that's part of the reason I'm doing this all the way outside for now and not breathing. All right, and now we add water and pour. This is like some quick setting cement, so I feel like this is all gonna happen really fast, so I'm trying to get prepped. I feel like I want to do this outside, but there's enough ventilation here. Got our vibrator ready. That's gonna vibrate the air bubbles out of there. And then got this, our trowel, because the way that the mold is made, this surface is gonna be the top, which is what you're gonna see in actually fingerboard, so that's the one I want to make silky smooth, you know? All right, I have a feeling I'm gonna learn a lot from this first try, so wish me luck. Where's the cement? I lost the cement. Oh, it's over here. We're gonna not breathe any of this in. Say it with me, guys. Don't breathe the cement particles. Okay. I don't know, like, I mean, I know what it's supposed to look like. I just don't know how much water it's gonna take. Ah! Okay. I think I added too much water. Well, how was I supposed to know that water comes out at Mach 10 speed? Look, now our ratio is gonna be all off. Now we're gonna have extra concrete or cement, whatever this stuff is called. I also feel like small scale like this, a paint stir stick would have worked better than this stirrer, but now I'm just in too deep. Okay, the consistency's getting there, but I need a little bit more viscosity. Oh yeah, there she go. Now she's thickening up. I might have made it too thick now. Oh, look at us mixing, baby. Look at us go. That actually might be working pretty good. Flip it in reverse, Terry. Oh, that might be the consistency right there. That's like pancake battery. Yeah, this might be it. Might is the key word. I don't know what I'm doing. Time's ticking. We got 13 minutes. I'm gonna start filling the legs here. Now we're just trying to avoid air bubbles. That's number one goal here. So we're filling, the consistency looks good. I'm happy with it. Not that I actually know what it's supposed to look like, but I was told pancake batter. Low key too. It looks like our amount might have been top. The GoPro had one job, and it was to not die, and the GoPro died mid-pour. Here's where we're at. We're actually looking good. I just gotta put the vibrator on it. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It's smoothing out, though. It's not looking bad. I cleaned up the edges. I cleaned up everything, or most of the stuff that got on the workbench before it dried. It's pretty liquidy, so like, I think that's good for air bubbles, but I wonder if I made it too liquidy. We'll see. I think I gotta let it dry a little bit, and then as it's curing or whatever, go through and smooth that out, and then I'm gonna sand it once it's actually out of the mold. And I gotta go swap the GoPro batteries out. Bro, this is magic cement. I've been gone for 6 minutes. I was just cleaning out the bucket and the stir stick so it didn't all dry, and then I went over to go check on the mold and it's dry. I came over here to like trowel it out, right? It's rock hard. It's fully dry already. It's been 7 minutes. All right, so I mean the top, we're gonna see how clean I can get it with sanding, but because I didn't use the trowel, the top is pretty rough. But dude, wow, the logo printed great. All right, it's like an unboxing. I mean, I'm probably supposed to let it cure longer, but we're impatient out here. I bet. Probably shouldn't smell that. That smells so good though. This is going to be a piece of history, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's not my first ever concrete obstacle. I made some like 5 years ago. But my first ever GGFB fingerboard obstacles. I didn't add any reinforcement like chicken wire or anything, so I don't know the durability of it. Come on, don't snap, don't snap, don't snap. Ow, it's hot, it's curing. Oh, whoa, hold on. I for sure prematured it because it's still super hot, which means it's curing because concrete gets hot when it cures. But dude, this is fresh out of the mold, not even troweling the top. And it's actually pretty clean, dude. Holy shit. I learned a lot and I changed a lot. First of all, this came out exponentially better than I thought. Look at this. First thing you notice is that you don't even notice it because it blends right in. That's how good it looks. Look at that. These are all like professionally built concrete obstacles. This is from Good Evening. These are all from OG Fingers, and this is from GGFB, baby. Dude, I mean that came out good. I sanded it and clear coated it. I didn't even sand it nearly as much as I was planning on it, so you can still see there's like some imperfections there that can super easily be sanded out. I just wanted, like, this is my first one ever, so I wanted to go over it super rough and just figure it all out. But like that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a concrete fingerboard obstacle. It came out pretty damn good. And then I set up this table now that we are professionals at what we do, you know? All right, so here goes our first full batch. I'm just gonna run a full bag in there. There's one, and then the rest of this one. There's that. We're gonna add our water in slowly this time. You can always add more water, but I don't want to waste the cement if I don't have to. No! The drill died. No, I have to manually stir. Not the time for the drill to die. Come on! Oh, this is a less than optimal situation, but we're gonna make it work. Stir, 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 stir. We're getting there, a little bit more water. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm worried about this one because it wasn't stirred very well. It's a little bit thicker than the last batch, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Let that all settle. I have no idea the proportions either. I wanna make sure that everyone that I do pour, at least get a full pour out of it. Doesn't look like I'll have enough for 5. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I got high hopes for this one. All right, come on, get to jiggling. We don't want any air bubbles, trying to get all that off. It can overflow a little bit. That's fine. I feel like I'm raising children or something. I gotta keep them incubated, I don't know. I like the consistency of it because it's really helping to get the air bubbles out because it's you know, watery enough. Originally I thought it was gonna be too watery, but it's actually working out pretty good in my favor. I mean, I guess we'll find out once we actually take them out, but I can see air bubbles coming to the surface. Oh, I've never used a trowel before. I don't know how to properly do this. Oh no, not like that. Just like that, right? Yeah, slow and steady. Slow and steady. That's fine. This little angular one, the 45-degree angle, looks like it's coming along great, actually. Oh, maybe I was using the trowel at too much of an angle. If I angle it less, we get that nice smooth finish. There we go. See, like I said, this is all a learning process, man. Yeah, that nice mellow angle really helps us smooth them out there. That is pretty satisfying. All right, how are we we looking? Those are all settling pretty good. Boom. Are we there? They're all smooth. This one still looks a little over full. You know what that means. Just trowel off the top a little bit. Yep. I think they're hardening. So I'm trying to get any last minute imperfections out of there. Let them fully settle and then just let them sit. It's just kind of like bizarrely satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I feel like at a certain point I'm gonna start doing more harm than good because they're starting to dry, so I'm gonna leave them. Oh man, I forgot about those two. I'm pretty blown away at how fast this stuff dries, to be honest. Taking out the 45-degree ledge. Cool, the GGFB printed good. Come on out of there. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. There she is. All right, that came out really good, actually. Slight imperfections there. Looks like it's actually residual from the mold that I should trim off. Now the curve ledge, the maiden voyage. First time seeing this one. Oh yeah. Oh, this one feels solid. Yes, damn. That one came out beautiful. These all came out really good. Kind of same thing on the edge there. I probably should have shaved the residual with a razor blade. And then the little wall ride one. I know this one's gonna have some seams that have to get sanded down. I'm just hoping that I can get it out of the mold without breaking it. There it is. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Look at that. That one's gonna need a fair amount of sanding too, but... All right, so sort of a lot has happened since filming this. That was like 2 days ago. Also, that little smudge, like the smudges on the lens in the last couple of clips was driving me crazy editing that, but that's besides the point. Oh, where do I even start? Okay. After filming that, I went through and cleaned them up to the best of my ability. I think I would put in a little bit more work if I were actually selling these, but these are just my test ones. So like on that wall ride one, I got those little seams or whatever you want to call them. I got those pretty much sanded down. Got all the surfaces looking super nice and smooth. Added some grip to the bottom to make them actually stay, you know. All in all, I think they came out really, really well. I'm super stoked on them. I'll give you guys a little quick rundown of each obstacle. So here is the modern bench, the wall ride ledge, what I like to call it. We have the GGFB logo on that side there that I think printed pretty damn good. Then we have the curve ledge, which I'm super hyped on. I know a lot of people were requesting a concrete curve ledge, so I think this one came out great. Got the GGFB printed there. The first one we made, just the basic rectangle ledge. I love the way that the like cylindrical legs work on it. We have the GGFB there, and that one, I mean, that one's pretty self-explanatory. And then we got the 45-degree angle ledge, which also came out great. I think they all exceeded my expectations, to be honest. Got the GGFB there. This one I could have done a little bit better sanding, but like I said, this is a prototype. I do still have a lot of fine-tuning before I'm comfortable selling them, but if you guys want to follow my fingerboard page at ggfb.shop, that's what it is. I'll have it in the description as well. We're still doing that giveaway that I talked about. I've just been so scrambled lately, but I'll be announcing there when these are officially up for sale. I want to say like in the next week or so. So yeah, I wanted to go through and kind of put them to the test and do a little video out of it, but I ended up having to go to the vet, and I was spending all day with this dude at the vet, which is kind of why I didn't film anything yesterday too. More on that in the next video, but that kind of threw my whole schedule off because it was like vet all day and then dealing with him at home. In a good way though, we love dealing with him. He's supposed to have a cone on right now, but as long as I can monitor him, he's okay. Yeah, you are. Kind of a little hiccup there, but we're gonna resume the videos again, and more information on little dude in the next video. But I'm gonna have Mini Trowel's Instagram in the description if you want custom molds made, or he makes his own obstacles. Super cool guy, amazing to work with. Yeah, okay, stressful couple days. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Can you outro the video for us? Perfect. All right, see you guys next video. Peace out.